So now we will discuss about the activity centered curriculum, role of teachers, challenges and technological integration. So in this topic we will study about the role what the role a teacher has to play while implementing on transiting the activity centered curriculum, and what kind of challenges a teacher has to face while transacting this activity centered curriculum, and technological integration also makes it more perfect in terms of activities. So, we will discuss about these all in this lecture. First, role of teachers in activity centered curriculum. In an activity centered curriculum, teacher as facilitator and guide, because the classroom is equipped with the all kind of tools, and student has to do some work on experimentation over there. So, teacher is not dictating any kind of oral instructions, only he is a facilitator and guide. Facilitator means he may supervise, he may instruct them not to do and do this, and you are going on the right path. Yes, this is not possible if you are keeping it here, if you are joining this, like this. So, such kind of instructions a teacher can give to the students. So, he is like a facilitator, how to speed up the work, and guide whenever a student is that he is in trouble, that not possible joining this two sets, not possible calculating these. So, he can guide as a supervisor that you may do this. So, the role of teacher in this kind of activity centered curriculum is like a facilitator, like a guide, just to smoothly proceed the experimentation and help them where they feel, the students feel certain kind of difficulties. Their responsibilities extend beyond traditional instructions to creating engaging, learner focused experiences. In previous model we have discussed in subject centered curriculum that the traditional instructions were given by the teacher, but here the role is quite different. Here the students are more engaging and they are uh, doing certain kind of activities in the classroom. So, learner focused experiences are there, or we can say that this activity centered curriculum is always child centered or a learner centered kind of model, where learner is giving priority instead of giving much more importance to the instructions given by the teacher, like the subject centered curriculum. Here are key aspects of their roles. Few roles are mentioned here. See, facilitator of learning. Teachers guide students in discovering knowledge and consequently understanding concepts through activities, and they instill a sense of inquiry and curiosity. They make students take ownership of the learning process. Teachers guide students in discovering knowledge. When the students are making any kind of activity, teacher guides and motivate them, facilitate them that you discover something new out of the box. And understanding concepts through activities. What is the reason of this? What is the logic behind this kind of particular social phenomena? Such kind of things and such kind of causes and reasons are being experimented, tested by the students, and the teacher act as a guide in explanation of these kind of reasons. So, understanding of the concepts is very essential by passing through the activities, and they instill a sense of inquiry and curiosity. What kind of sense of curiosity the student has to know about the phenomena and inquiry that make students take ownership of the learning process. So, in that way the process is being facilitated, the process is being like a kind of speed is giving to the all kind of processes here. Designer of activities, the teacher designed meaningful activities that are contextually relevant so that it meets the curriculum objectives, engaging varied learning styles and creativity, collaboration and critical thinking. Because this kind of activity centered curriculum is learner centered curriculum, and a much more focus is given on the activity. So naturally there are certain kind of values that also develops in the students, that different kind of creativity, collaboration, critical thinking. So the students when engaging in certain kind of situation, he is able to learn in a different style. So the learning style is quite different as compared to the subject centered curriculum, where the much more emphasis is giving to making the notes and to responsible or to dependent on a certain kind of instructions given by the teacher. So in this kind of curriculum design, the students are much more engaged and creativity develops among the students, collaboration with all the students when we are doing work. So there is a kind of cooperative and collaborative kind of learning, and critical thinking, that why does it happen, why, what was the result of this particular phenomena, what is logic behind this particular kind of social processes. So these kind of questions always remain in the mind of the learner, and he is able to do best, and he is able to make efforts to find the results of this particular activities. Motivator and encourager, a teacher inspires his students to actively participate while building confidence through positive feedback and letting them experiment in such a way that mistakes become experiences of learning. So motivator and encourager, this is also the role of a teacher, that a teacher inspires his students to actively participate. When the students are in trouble, when the students are having any obstacles, a teacher pushes and teacher tries to make the obstacles aside and making the experiment going more smoothly. So, and he always motivates the students, they do this, yes, when you are doing this you will get the good results. So this kind of things, such kind of interaction of the teacher and student is to the particular activity, it develops a kind of confidence among the students, because students doing their work own self, and the teacher is always appreciating by giving the feedback, by providing a certain kind of appreciable statements, and these all role of a teacher is that to motivate and to encourage the students as and how to complete the work on time. And if there is any mistake, and if there is any kind of mistake made by the students, no problem, and a teacher try to remove and try to add something new, so that the mistakes can be deducted, and the whatever the wrong done by the students can be make it positive, and the experiment can be go forward. So such kind of behavior of a teacher always encourages, always motivates the students. Resource provider, teachers ensure that proper tools, materials and resources are provided appropriately for effective activity based learning. So when there is any kind of lack of resources, infrastructure is not available, or there may be certain kind of process that passing through this you will get the this experiment, this apparatus. So a teacher helps the students to get the material, tools and resources for effective activity based learning. They might also integrate technology to enhance the learning experience. There may be a certain kind of um, integration of technology also if it is needed to complete any activity. So, teacher always helps the students how to provide resources to complete this particular kind of activity. So, the role of teacher in this activity centered curriculum is quite a democratic kind of behavior is there, that what do you need, I will provide. What kind of obstacles you are facing, I will remove this. And if there is any kind of mistake, no problem, go back and try again. So, this is the role of a teacher in an activity centered curriculum. In addition to this, the teacher also act as a assessor of learning outcomes. Say for example, what the student is doing in the classroom, a teacher has to assess whether the students are doing well or not doing well. Sometimes it happens that the few students are very much active, sincere and engaging and doing their activities in such a way that they are very smartly doing the work and they are trying to complete it anyhow. But few students are not interested and they are just passing the time. So, these all observation of teacher can make a certain kind of difference among the students, that what kind of students are doing, what kind of students are not doing, and why not doing, why they are so much engaging, why they are not engaging. So, these all kind of situation in the classroom make a very clear cut observation that what should be the assessment or the for the promotion of the students just to the next class. So, here the teacher by his observation act as a good assessor. So, instructors utilize alternative and formative assessments such as project evaluations, self-assessments and peer reviews to assess student progress and the impact of activity. So, this is also possible when the teacher is taking the class as very seriously and trying to observe what the students are doing. Classroom manager facilitating diverse and dynamic activities requires excellent classroom management skills. Teachers must balance individual and group needs while maintaining discipline and focus. So, classroom manager, when we say that teacher as a manager of the classroom, so what is his responsibility here? He has to manage the class in such a way that every student feel comfortable and every student is able to proceed the experiment, and it must balance individual and group needs while maintaining discipline and focus. So, discipline is also maintained by the teacher, and a kind of comfortable zone is also provided to the students so that they can do each and everything in a such a good manner and in a systematic and scientific manner. Lifelong learning, next one is lifelong learning. An effective teacher should always be a lifelong learner and update their knowledge and skills through professional development to implement innovative activity centered strategies. So, lifelong learning means that a teacher is always a lifelong learner. Whatever he is doing today, he will add this experience to the teaching strategy that will, and in that way he will create a new kind of pedagogical practices. So, a teacher's place here is like a good researcher, a good supervisor, a good guide, good facilitator and also as a good assessor. So, what happened that when the every day and every topic is being treated with the help of activities. So, if there is any kind of need to update the knowledge and if there is need to update the experiment and any activity, so teacher helps the students to modify these activities by introducing or by adding certain kind of ideas, so that a new kind of and a unique kind of outcome outcome based learning would be here. So, this kind of learning that always needs certain kind of innovation, certain kind of creative ideas, and another kind of that makes the activity more recent and latest trends being may be added. The latest trends may be added while performing any kind of activity. So, the activity centered curriculum is also advantageous in the sense that it gives an opportunity to the learner and teacher as a facilitator to do something out of the box. So, ample opportunities are here for both the teachers and learner. Here the duty of the teacher is that to add new and to add new ideas in order to make the learning more perfect and new and unique kind of learning experiences. Challenges of activity centered curriculum. Number 1, resource intensity. What kind of challenges a teacher and the learner face while performing experiment? The number 1 is resource intensity. It requires much more resources, for example, material, technology, teachers' professional development, whose provision might not be available in all environments. You know that the activity centered curriculum gives much more importance to the activities, much more importance to the projects and experimentation also. So, this kind of learning needs lot of resources. Say for example, to perform project you need certain kind of instruments, and for performing experiment you also need certain kind of scientific devices, maybe scientific tools, and these tools, apparatus, devices are not available every time. So, how to possible to teach every topic with the help of activity? So, this poses a kind of big challenge before teacher and students both. So, this is a first disadvantage of this curriculum centered, this activity centered curriculum, where due to lack of these all kind of resources, a teacher and students do not feel comfortable. And sometimes it happens, how possible to get this experiment that is very expensive. So, these kind of challenges when a teacher and a student face, they try to go through the another method instead of taking this activity centered curriculum. Another challenge of this activity centered curriculum is time consuming, because lot of students are here in the classroom. The class size may vary from 30 to 35 or maybe more than this. So, how possible to provide so many experiments and so many projects to the students, because every activity needs certain kind of efforts, and these efforts completes in duration. So, in fixed duration. So, time, in terms of time and economy both, it is quite expensive, because every activity requires time to complete it in best way, and this duration sometimes becomes very difficult for both the teachers and the students how to manage the other activities of the school. So, time consuming designing and implementing activities can be time intensive for educators, teachers, for learners also. Assessment difficulties. Outcomes of activity based learning may be not measured in traditional grading methods. A teacher can't assess who is more intelligent, who is more perfect, because sometimes it happens that in the laboratory when one is doing work not getting success, and he is declared not sincere and not perfect in doing work. So, this kind of assessment where more subjectivity, less objectivity, that creates a lot of problem for learners' progress. So, there is not perfect assessment as it should be done to consider the promotion or to provide the grades to the students. So, this is very difficult task for a teacher to whom I should declare the best performer and to whom I should declare the low performer. So, these questions sometimes create a lot of subjectivity in examination system and in assessment processes, etc. Teacher preparedness. Not all activity based teachers are offered to teach activity based lessons. Therefore, they need additional training and support. It has also been observed that the teachers are not trained in training college in such a way that they are perfect in performing the experiment. So, when they are not having the qualitative training in this reference, how is possible that they will be able to guide the students in activity centered curriculum? So, sometimes it happens that the teachers are not having the activity skills and they are also unable to guide the students in proper direction. You must observe that in training colleges, the quality training is there, but it is a mixture of theory and the practice. The students go to the schools where the internship takes place and they have to complete the fixed number of lesson plans with the help of demonstration, lecture cum demonstration method. Only the activity is there, it is not they are doing. They are doing lecture, few narrations, then they demonstrate. So, this is lecture demonstration method. But activity centered method says that treat every topic with the help of activity. So, in that way we are not providing training to our trainers. Due to this reason, it is not possible to perform the activities in the classroom in a proper and scientific manner. So, this teacher preparedness and teachers training, it also needs certain kind of modification when we are transacting activity centered curriculum in the schools. So, sometime this challenge that the teacher is not having the adequate skills become a kind of obstacle in proper smoothly ongoing process of this experimentation. Classroom management, it is rather difficult to manage multiple activities in a single classroom, especially with many students. So, really it is very difficult task how to manage class. The structure of the classroom should be in that way that the all are sitting in that way, everyone is performing the activity. But the classroom structure and the way of putting this kind of furniture is that the students are sitting in that way, that the one seat, second, third and fourth, and every time arranging the experiment, every time making the experiment, every time performing the activities, it is quite difficult task because we do not have big size of the classroom. So, these kind of management is not possible in case of activity centered curriculum because our schools, our education institutions are not enriched with the equipments as well as with the big size of the classroom. The next is technological integration in activity centered curriculum. Technological integration, as we are passing through advancement of knowledge and we are trying to search a lot of technological apps and so many kind of innovations are there that have made our work easy and very quick to do this all kind of works that we do and that we have practiced through paper, pen, pencils in traditional way. Now the things have been simplified and we are much more able and we are much more comfortable to perform our activities, research activities, teaching activities passing through the technological advancement. So, technology integration in an activity centered curriculum encourages active participation, interactivity and accessibility in a more dynamic way of effective learning. Here are some of the key aspects in its role. One is facilitating interactive learning. Technology works to make interactive activities such as simulations, virtual experiments and gamified learning happens. The tools create immersive experiences that make abstract concepts understandable. So, technology integration in activity centered curriculum is also a kind of boon and it gives a lot of platforms to the learner to learn and to interact with the other colleagues and with the other friends and to learn from different platforms also, virtual experiments, simulation, gamified learning, these all is possible by integrating technology in activity centered curriculum. Promoting collaboration. Shared digital tools such as collaborative whiteboards, shared documents and communication platforms promote collaboration in learning among students across classes. So, because this activity centered curriculum provides a lot of opportunities to the learner to interact, to collaborate. So, promotion of collaborative and cooperative kind of learning is here by integration of technology. Students learn, they pass on the things done to the other friend and they enjoy also that I have prepared this kind of picture with the help of this app, you see this. So, the students or the friends give the comment and the remarks also and try to learn from each other. So, this is a kind of cooperation, collaboration and a kind of enjoyable learning. So, in activity centered curriculum where we integrate technology, it becomes more enriched in terms of this kind of doing work quick and doing work in systematic way and doing work with own self also. Cultural bias and subject centered curricula. Personalizing learnings, technology uses adapted learning algorithms that adjust the ongoing activities to suit an individual's need in terms of pacing and styles, thus helping more students succeed. Because program learning and another kind of apps that provide a learning that learner moves with own pace and cope up in the environment also. So, personalized learning is also a kind of alternative that may be used in a kind of this activity centered curriculum. Expanding resources, online libraries, multimedia channel resources and educational apps expand the wide spectrum of resources in activity based tasks, make the curriculum real and informative. So, online libraries, multimedia, these all are helpful to learn more about the content, and this also comes under the head of activity centered curriculum because the learners are producing a lot of a kind of this having a lot of opportunities to interact with the other fellow and interact with the other kind of apps, and providing this kind of learning, learner feels confident and can move with own pace also. Socialization and citizenship education, supporting assessment, digital tools of quizzes, e-portfolios and instant feedback are especially helpful while assessing the students' learning and the activities' effectiveness. And next is enhancing accessibility. It offers all assistive tools in technology from text to speech software, language translation and providing accessible formats to ensure the activities can reach all learners' expectations. Challenges of technological integration, resource constraint. Even not all institutions have access to adequate technology and infrastructure, no doubt every school can't provide this. So, I already told you that we are not having lot of resources so that we can improve this kind of learning situation, or we can move smoothly. Teacher training, teachers should be equipped to use and develop technology in their teaching practice. So, over dependence, over reliance on technology causes minimal direct and practical experiences. So many kind of challenges a student can face when causes and when having only the dependence on technology. Sometimes it happens that there is no internet, we are sitting in a room, there is no internet. So, how can we connect with the learning platform? So, and how can we send the messages? So, this kind of dependence on technology sometimes creates a lot of problem to the learners and teachers also. So, this is about the activity centered curriculum, what is role of teacher in activity centered curriculum, what kind of obstacles we face while going through this activity centered curriculum, what kind of obstacles are there when we are using this kind of activity centered curriculum, and technological integration makes the activity centered curriculum more interesting, more collaborative, more cooperative, but sometimes dependence on technology at maximum, it creates a lot of problem for learners and teachers also. So, these about the activity centered curriculum. I do hope that you have enjoyed this learning. Be happy and be healthy. Thank you.